Also, the exclusive section is placed below the masthead for emphasis too, much like Drake's edition of Vibe magazine. Most images of the main feature are left without visual aid. I decided to break the convention and put swirls and a glow effect around the main feature. I felt this because the swirls provide more significance to the artist and the illumination portrays some array of stardom, contrasting to his casual attire. A color scheme is present of three main colors: red, yellow, white. This is similar to Vibe magazine and NME magazines. The background is not natural but abstract in comparison to some Vibe magazine editions which feature on location. The contents page featured 2 pages and also had features and regulars just like other magazines of the same genre. It also contained 2 images which were the top cover lines of features and regulars respectively. The double page spread had an image of the main artist on the right and on the left an interview where a pull quote featured, which is a visual marker teasing the audience and drawing them in towards the article to read more. NME uses the same techniques. The color scheme of the whole magazine was consistent throughout, disregarding the front cover, which had yellow. I decided to do this to add variety and use a wider range of colors to attract different segments of the population, for example females as well as males. Question 2. How does your media product represent particular social groups? The social group I attempted to target are typically males and females who are teenagers, predominantly male, involved in the urban scene. Those who like hip-hop and pop genres were also amongst the audience I tried to target. In the double-page spread, colloquial language such as dumbness is used, and colloquial language is common amongst teenagers, and is used by both the interviewer and respondent. This gives a more personal approach and more understandable approach for the set audience. Also, the complexity of questions were not challenging and easier to understand with teenagers, as 17% of 16 to 19-year-olds are functionally illiterate. So, straightforward questions appeal to that section of teenagers too. Images used were laid back and casual with trending attire such as Superdry, where most teenagers understand the brand and deem it as trendy across the UK. Images are mixed, both showing the urban side of the magazine, where in the contents page it shows young black youths formed together with a mixture of hoodies, t-shirts, sweaters, and no jewelry. This is a representation of the urban approach of the magazine, however, showcases the more casual side and challenges stereotypes, where teenage youths today, predominantly black, living in East London, are thought to be ill-mannered and dressed with hoodies and jewelry. Question 3. What kind of media institution might distribute your media product and why? RWD is a magazine who is described as the UK's biggest and best youth brand, fashion, film, games, sport, gadgets, music and more. It features many hip-hop and pop artists such as pt2, Emily Sandé and many more. I believe that my magazine links perfectly with this publisher because it provides a fun, innovative and appealing approach to the youth of today, using vibrant color, linguistic devices and also being an accessible magazine easy to navigate through. It also provides interviews on a double-page spread and uses colloquial language as well as personal pronouns, much like my double-page spread. The background of the front cover is rarely plain and is featured on location or a background color, much like my magazine having an appealing gradient of blue-black in the front cover. My magazine also features quotes, which draw the attention of the audience and persuades them to read on. Such teasers are, "After I shook his hand, my life changed forever." This makes the audience wonder what this relates to and understands he is an artist, but the abstract nature of the sentence invites them to read the article provided on the double-page spread. The magazine I've produced appeals to teenagers and is perfect for the match of RWD publications. My magazine differs on font and how the cover lines are spread on the front cover, and also the RWD has no skyline whereas my magazine does. The new edition of these features can induce more customer traffic due to more vibrant approaches using color and the spread of text and the variety of font. Question 4. Who would be the audience for your media product? The audience would be teenagers and anyone interested within the urban scene regarding hip-hop and pop. They can typically come from any place, however, the magazine which I've created mostly focuses on rising underground artists, therefore mostly focusing on the more deprived areas with backgrounds exceptionally special in terms of growing up in conditions of living. However, rising artists can arouse from anywhere. The social class of the audience is lower class upwards, with the magazine only costing £1. The gender to which the magazine appeals to is both male and female, but predominantly males. Ethnicity is not based specifically, it is a magazine for anyone. The magazine has been described as brilliant, so appealing, interesting, fun, can appeal to the masses, should be sold on the shelves. I'm 30, but I'll still read it. Imagine its potential. After the interview, I had a lump in my throat, and many more quotes from fellow colleagues and respondents from a random survey. Question 5. How did you address your audience? So, analyzing specific feedback gained. Regarding the feedback, many elements provide a foundation for this response to the magazine created. Firstly, the use of colors. Bold, vibrant colors were used throughout the magazine. The front cover had yellow, white, red, which are all captivating. White is considered to be the color of perfection. The provision of that gives the audience a sense of reassurance on the quality of the magazine, hence giving a great appeal. Red is the color of passion, desire, and love, which all consist within the magazine as featured in a double-page spread. You could set your mind to it, but better yet, set your heart to it, and you will achieve. The energy provided by such colors gives newfound inspiration to the audience, and captures their essence, making it appealing to them. Yellow associates with happiness and energy. A vibrant shade of yellow is used in the front cover to create a buzz and energy which creates an instant appeal to the audience. It links with the image on the front cover of the main artist who has the energy swells around him. Also, the model on the front cover looks aspirational. The low angle shot is perfect for creating a sense of power and literally for a youth to look up to. This further attracts the audience in thinking, how has someone my age or similar age gained such a status? The font used is Arial, a typical font which is clear to read and however still bold and appealing. Personal pronouns are also used, such as you. This gives a more personal approach to the audience, like the magazine is communicating with them and gives them a thought-provoking incentive. I've learned a lot of things during this process. Firstly, the conventions of a magazine such as mastheads, cover lines, skylines, etc. Also, positioning text and font size for appeal and effect. I've learned that creating unique identities for your magazine needs innovation and experience of Photoshop. The masthead which I designed links to the slogan attraction, and a magnet which is noticeable on the masthead is in conjunction with an ocean. I've also learned how to use effects on Photoshop to bring out the best of an image, e.g. sharpening an image, glow effects, color balance. I've learned that pull quotes tease the audience into reading the rest of the article and is very effective in doing so. I also learned that 3-color scheme is effective and provides more clarity and boldness to the identity of the magazine, and certain colors have different appeals and meanings. Also, learning how to use the camera was the most significant to me, as I learned how to angle shots and use different shot types for different effect. Question 7. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? In the college magazine, there is no edge to how the words are spread out on the front cover. I've learned that the layout is an important factor in deciding on whether a customer will buy the magazine or not. The spacing of words in the college magazine wasn't very good and looked too congested near the bottom. In the music magazine, I learned how to position the words without it looking congested and how the words can be laid out for effect. For example, I laid out the main cover line as the shape of a mushroom cloud when an explosion occurs, to represent how an artist is rising and blowing up, meaning gaining status and fame. Also, on the right hand side, where other cover lines, they are in a fixed position and other words fit in the space like a jigsaw. I've learned that the contents page needs to be clear and concise, and have information easy for the reader to navigate through the magazine.